Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to the Southern Fried Podcast with my boy Dot, Dunn, and Bill. We're getting into a little conversation today about college. We're gonna have
Sir, sir.
we're gonna have some brief reaction to the draft that's going on right now. We already about 10, 12 picks in on that, so we'll be keeping a little bit of tabs on that as we go through our conversation today. But we're gonna talk about some of our college experiences that we had, the value of college on our lives right now, if it helped or if it hurt or did we even need it. And we also gonna talk about some other stuff as well. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good.
Right. Doing pretty good, man. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Dot, I know you over there acting like you to work 40-hour day. So how you doing, sir?
I'm maintaining, man. It's hard out here, instead of putting on for the hood, man. I always put on for the hood.
And by the block.
Yeah, we gonna spin it one time.
Big bro, how you feeling, man?
All right, little bro. Everything.
Yep.
Same old.
Yep. All right, man. Hey, like I said, man, we're gonna start with some brief reaction to this draft, man. How y'all feeling about this draft that's so far? Go ahead, Don.
I mean, most of these niggas, they are filler. They're role players. It's no real stars in this draft that we see today, right now. Off the rip. So, a lot of them gonna have to come in and prove that they can hoop. You know what I'm saying? So mainly it's just this draft we're gonna see who's scouting is right and which players really got it.
Yeah. From what I'm seeing, it seems like all the experts are saying that 21-22 draft is are the two drafts that it feel like it's gonna be loaded.
Yeah. But they got some kids. There's some kids out there right now, man.
I mean, I'm just glad these boys able to change their family lives, man.
Most definitely.
When we growing up, there's some stuff that you want to be. You want to be a basketball player. You want to be might want to be a musician. Might want to be a football player. These kids tonight, in a matter of minutes, is realizing their dreams. So, man, that's always a good thing. How you feel about it, Dot?
I think it's a good thing, man. Like Don said, I mean, if the opportunity is there for him, man, listen, go do the thing, man. Make history. That's how I look at it, man.
Right.
Bill?
I agree. I always tell people, if you those guys, even if they take that rookie deal and never make another dime after that from the NBA, if you work 50, if you work 20 years for $50,000 a year without spending one dime, you made $1 million. Those guys made that in a year.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
If they position them, think about that. If they position themselves correctly and do what they're supposed to do and live comfortably,
right,
they're set up for life.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's something most people don't think about, Bill.
They
never gonna think about that. They
you
just
never think about it that way.
And another thing is that people, they might harp on a kid for like making mistakes when they're young. Like I'm 18, like I ain't never had nothing. Like you just gonna give me. I just signed my name on a dotted line, and I got a rookie scale contract that's gonna like put money, like real money in my pocket, like tomorrow. Like, is that quick?
Look, man, like, the mistakes I made with a little bit of bread at 18.
My God.
Crazy, bro. Like, come on. Now I think I got big bucks. Come on.
God. I will say this, though. Because of social media, because of who you have in front of you, to me now, there's no excuse on, not necessarily, I'm not going to say going broke, but.
No, but I think that's right. Going broke. I think going broke is the right statement.
In front of you, because think about that. I mean, you had this conversation the other day about LeBron setting the tone or setting the. He's showing you how to take care of your body.
Right.
You don't have to spend $1 million a year, but you could spend 10, 10 to 20, 30, 40,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? So just look at the people ahead of you and listen. All you got to do.
Yeah. I think these kids, coming nowadays. I think they're more aware, they're more smart, they're more hip to what's going on. Most of them don't get gypped like the people back in the day.
Right.
You still got to be on your P's and Q's because you can't trust too many people. But
I think times have changed, and I think that with the time change, it comes with basically just like transformation. Because you got to think back then they didn't have the kind of agents that we have now. You know what I'm saying? You don't have an agent that's the same color as you. You don't have an agent that's looking out for your best interests.
Right.
You don't have an agent that's like your homeboy that you grew up with, who you put through school to be your agent. So now it's kind of like it's more in-house. It's nobody's trying to eat off of you to the point where you're getting a max amount of your salary just for helping you sign a piece of paper. And I think that, to Bill's point with social media, I think social media has placed these kids in a pocket to where you don't have to go out and have somebody record your game. Somebody gonna record the game for you. It's gonna be 40,000 people.
Man, listen, boy, that ain't.
If we would have had the type of resources that they have now growing up, I think it would have been totally different for all of us.
Listen, man, I tell people that all the time. Like, if they had like these hoop mixtapes, these baller things, overtime type shit.
Right.
The fourth or fifth dude on our team that's shooting threes all game like TD. He would have got a lot of looks somewhere.
And we had to make those tapes ourselves.
Right.
We had to go to the coach afterwards, get the game film, break it down, copy it first, give it back to the coach, then make our own little highlight tape. And it's going to be. We're 16 years old doing this. It's not going to be top quality. It's grown ass men out here getting paid to make highlight tapes of kids.
Yes, like absolutely.
He has a whole basketball page that's dedicated to high school kids.
Right.
Come on, man.
It's so many kids following him. Like even Donut Fam is like messing with him now, bro. Like it's just a different time, a different culture, man.
Yeah, man.
The most, my era. We had to look in the Slam books.
Yep.
Slam magazine. And I mean, we talk about month to month, and there's no footage, there's no, anything. So for me to hear about Kevin Garnett and Running Fields up there in Chicago going crazy, like I still didn't see film.
Right.
But
word of mouth.
You word of mouth, and you going into that Slam magazine
and you reading them stories.
And you read them stories, Running Fields, he was number 2 behind Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, it depends on the day and who you talk to. Those two is 1 and 2.
Yep.
Right.
Them two boys are 1 and 2. And it had not been for that neck injury, that car accident.
Yeah.
So who y'all think gonna be the best out this draft? This lottery. We already know who the lottery. I mean, we know who the lottery picks are.
Right.
Who y'all think out of these lottery picks? Who y'all think probably gonna be the best one?
I mean, you can't gauge it off of that. You really can't gauge it off of that. You have to gauge off what team they're gonna go to.
But you know that this is what they do off of potential. This is what the people do. They try to gauge to see who's going to be the best player out of the draft.
Well, you can't. Okay, so look at it like this. Let's just take LaMelo, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to Charlotte. Charlotte already has my boy Devontae over there, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. But here too.
You ain't. It don't matter. That's the worst backcourt you can have in the nation.
Because you got Terry Rozier fighting you.
Right. Man. You got Rozier. You got Graham. Now you got Miller.
Right.
What you gonna do? Not go.
It's only one ball.
But what you gonna do? You gonna do? Not go with the best player available?
Yeah, you gonna go with the best player, but he's not gonna get that PT that he think he about to get.
Right. He's not gonna turn into the best player for your team.
Shit, I don't know. I don't know. MJ got to change something.
I don't think that pick was because of who LaMelo was. I think that was like, I need to get me a highlight person.
Right.
I don't have nobody. Kimber
But
left.
he still was the best available at that point, though, right?
I agree.
But
Yes, but I mean, you said who's going to be the best player to go in and give output from this draft. Bro, LaMelo ain't going to do that right now, bro. Terry Rozier ain't passing him. I can tell you right now, Devontae Graham is going to take 15 shots a game.
just because his name alone don't like him.
Devontae's taking 20 shots a game now.
Yeah, that man has consistently improved year over year. He's getting 15 shots minimum a game.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah. I mean, LaMelo's a willing passer too.
I mean, but I think Josh trying to say that was the guy.
Oh yeah,
the highest ceiling, but
we
won't see it. We won't see it.
I like this the kid that just got picked out from Iowa State that Don was talking about.
Oh, Halliburton.
I like him. He can go.
He can go.
You know the kid's Hayes from France. He from Lakeland.
Yeah, Killian Hayes. Yeah.
He pretty good too. He played overseas though. So it's gonna be.
I want to see how Minnesota actually use
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
D'Lo's
still over there. Them boys play the same game.
They got some wings over there.
But them boys play him and D'Lo play the same game.
The same game.
Same exact game.
Same game. I mean, I think Anthony Edwards can go.
I think he can too.
He can.
But I think he has the same Andrew Wiggins attitude to where the game ain't that serious to him.
Yeah, he already said he don't watch basketball unless he's playing.
Right.
Stop right there. What do we just talked about this before we went on air before Doc got here. They don't have it's a young man's league. They don't have no grown men on these teams to where, hey bro, I come in, I slap the shit out you.
Right. They ain't got no Udonis Haslam's. They ain't got no Udonis Haslam's team.
I take that back. Cole Anthony might be in the best position here.
In Orlando?
Yes.
In Orlando?
Oh, well, you're right.
Orlando.
That's a good hey, that's a good
spot for him.
I mean, but I don't know, dog. He right now he got about Augustine still.
No,
I don't like
Augustine is only playing because they ain't got nobody else.
He got
Alfred Payton left.
Oh man,
left.
Augustine is a backup point guard in this league. Augustine is a backup point guard in this league.
That's fine, but they still got Fultz and they still got Michael Carter Williams.
But Fultz ain't no one.
Stop, man, stop naming people who you know ain't gonna put up no points. Stop.
Cole ain't
Michael Carter Williams scored. Michael Carter Williams ain't scored since he been in Chicago.
There you go, man.
You know what's funny about this though? Like all these names who we think will be really, really good, they'll probably be
This guy.
I'm gonna tell you who is gonna be good. We're gonna make him good. Aaron Nesmith, we're gonna make him good.
I don't know.
Man, listen. All we need you to do is shoot, bro. We don't need you to do nothing else. Shoot, bro.
What's my dude from Indiana that y'all got last year?
Man, you worry about the wrong stuff, man.
Langford.
But listen,
he that for right and shoot.
Did you ever hear me mention him at any point in time? Have you ever heard me mention his name at any point in time?
I talked about him last year, same time.
Romeo? I told you Romeo was trash. Romeo was trash.
All right, bro. We liked Romeo.
Him and Buddy from USC. What's Buddy from USC name? Who Jude was trying to snatch, and I was like, bro, you about to go in hero.
You will see.
He's in Cleveland.
What's the kid name? Who?
Left hand. He's a lefty in Cleveland.
Yes, I can't think of his name right now. He was at USC.
Yes, he can go.
What? He can go.
He can go.
Man, you can't, man. Listen, y'all gotta stop using the word "go" so loosely. Where I'm from, when they say "go," he's like,
when I tell you his name, you look like, oh yeah.
Jamie, you're not gonna say, oh yeah. You're gonna be like, oh,
Kevin Porter Jr.
Yes.
Exactly.
Nigga, Kevin Porter Jr.
He ain't no bro. He ain't no bucket.
Oh God, Kevin Porter a bucket.
Man. He pretty. He decent.
Kevin Porter a bucket, man.
Tell
All
me
right,
what the
man.
business is.
So like I said, man, hey, we pull up for them dudes, man. Hey, everybody that get picked tonight, man, just go out and live your dream, man.
Facts.
Work hard, do what you're supposed to do, man, and hopefully you can get a long career.
Take care of that money.
So, what we came to talk about tonight to y'all, man, this is a good topic. I was so happy when Bill brought it up, and we're going to have Bill start since he brought it up. But we're going to talk about college experiences, college life, how we did it, the good, the bad, the ugly, how we maneuver through that college life. Did we go to grad school? You know what I'm saying? Did we just, say, hey, fuck it, I ain't going back to school type thing? How we balanced it with, school and any type of extracurricular that we had. I just want to get from y'all perspective because I don't think I ever talked to y'all about that. Especially when when me and my boy Dre used to come up here, Doc was, always, at the school doing stuff. We didn't know what he was doing, but we know he was at the school doing something, you know what I'm saying? But he was always there. He was always there, you know what I'm saying? So, you had your fun on the side, but for whatever reason,
side.
I feel fun all day, home done.
All day.
Fun all day, huh? Bro, I swear to God, bro, the only thing I kept hearing about this damn Marshall Center, bro. This nigga, like, everything happened to the goddamn Marshall Center.
Everything happened in the Marshall Center, bro.
I'm like, God damn. So, and then another thing we want to talk about is PWIs versus HBCUs. Being that this is I would guess you would say this is a sports / a culture podcast. How that works out with students, choosing PWIs over HBCUs, or even regular students choosing an HBCU over PWI. Maybe to help them in the future. Sometimes we talk about, the HBCUs like they don't help people, but I know a lot of people that with the HBCUs that's doing very well for themselves, and for people to, not give that off is like ridiculous. So,
right,
Bill, if you want to go ahead and start off, man, I know you the vet of everybody, so you want to go ahead and start us off with this, man. We appreciate it.
I could say for me, I always knew I was going to college. I came up in the era of different world. So for me, that's what I thought college life was. And once my sister, she went off to FAM my junior year in high school. She went to FAM, and then being able to go see her and so forth. So college wasn't an issue to me. So I always knew I was going to college. Where I didn't know. I originally wanted to go to. I wanted to go to UNLV. Running rails. Running rails. Greatest team ever assembled. But college team. But obviously that was a reach. And then I was thinking about going to Florida State, but then my senior year, my parents got divorced, so I wasn't in the right mindset to do anything. So I just stayed home and went to community college, and I did that, which was high school extended because everybody was out there.
Yeah, right.
I know Jamie, both of y'all know how RCC is. It's right there down the street from the crib. So, once I found out how college was as far as at a community college, I was like, dang, like you could get up and walk out of class and the teacher ain't gonna say nothing. Like,
right.
Like that's crazy.
It's all on you. It's all on you.
Yeah, I started in my home. Well, we started doing it and started missing classes, and then I got that academic probation letter. I was like, what's this? So I took a semester off, tightened up, came back. I did that semester strong, and then transferred here to USF. And once I got to USF, I was already in my major, so I couldn't mess up. And on top of that, I was a college ed major. So we were in cohorts. So your cohort takes every single course together as a group until your senior year. So and then there were certain classes if they were only offered once a year. So if you missed it that year or you failed it that year, you have to wait. Yeah, you got to wait a whole nother year. So I couldn't play around with that.
Wow.
But That's how my beginning college experience started.
Okay, all right. I didn't know you. I didn't know you had went to Indian River right when you got out of school. I thought you had did USF all 4 years. I remember you always loving UNLV when I was growing up, because you had it all in your room and whatever like that. So, that's cool. That's what's up. Go ahead, Dot. Let me know how you, because I think you went to Indian River as well to come out.
Yeah, well, I did. I split. So I was taking classes while I was in high school.
Well, first, not to cut you off. First, when you came out of high school, and Dot was an athlete in high school. Believe it or not, he was an athlete. He was a track star. He went to state. He was able to get his go to state, get a medal, right?
Yeah,
able to get a medal. So I don't know for sure. I mean, I never talked to you about this, but did you have any letters with like track, or did anybody like?
My mom said no.
So when you came out of school, I don't know how you were feeling with college. So speak to that. Speak to how you when you came out of high school. Like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this?
Okay, so going back to the point that you made, just to give a quick background on my family, it's a very family oriented, knit group, and
yes.
My parents, my mom takes a lot of advice from my aunt, who's very sound and versed in the education field, as well as my godmother. So it's kind of like when I was making my school choices and stuff like that, it was more parent driven. My first major that I wanted to pursue was education. That quickly came to a halt.
Really? That was my first one too, bro.
Yes, it was. Elementary education, bro.
Wow,
that's actually elementary education.
Wow.
That came to a halt. So I wanted to be actually a U.S. Marshal. So I was going to school for political science, and then my mama was like, "She not playing for me to go to school to get killed." So that switched to business. But as far as from a sports perspective, what you mentioned, I did have offers to go to school, but I was coming fresh off of ACL. My mom, she really wasn't hearing that. Oh, you're going to be going to a school that's in another state. I won't be able to get to you.
Right.
It kind of drove me to say that, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this first year at RCC so I can go ahead and get this out of the way. But I was also taking classes at FAU. Remember, I got accepted at FAU. I was supposed to move down to Boca Raton.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So then that whole vibe. And then it came a point where I was like, man, I got to get up out of here. So then I made the decision to come to USF. But I think that decision for me to go to school was always a decision. Coming from a military instilled household, it was either you're going to school or you're going to the military. There's no in between. There's nothing else. You're either going to the military or you're going to school. And I'm not going to no military because I'm not about to go fight somebody I don't know. So
right.
You know how that is with me. So hey, here we are. I'm in school now. I'll touch on that HBCU versus PWI conversation that I had a little later once we get on that topic. But it's a very interesting one though.
Okay. Go ahead, Don.
For me, I like Dot did. I did dual enrollment in high school. I got few partial basketball scholarship offers, one in New Hampshire, one in Kentucky. But I had
what D what?
It was D3, D2.
D3. Okay.
No, yeah. But I had Bright Futures, full ride Bright Futures scholarship in Florida.
Gotcha. Cool.
So
smart.
Me and my mom looked at the there's no way I'm paying nothing when I can, you know what I'm saying? I don't got to pay money. I can go to whatever school in Florida I want to go to. Right. I also applied for UNLV. I got accepted at UNLV, Bill.
Really?
Yeah, my dad lives out there. I still got the acceptance letter too. My dad lives out there, but I would have had to pay out-of-state tuition. And I would have to wait a year, live with my dad, wait a year, and then I would have been able to go to school with in-state tuition and get those scholarships. But there was no need to pay that money, man. Right. No need. So
so you never did you feel like you wasn't like really taking basketball as serious as you thought you were when you got there? Or
Well,
you just was like, I won't be a regular student.
man, I just want to be a regular student. Man. My mom's is she has her PhD. So her whole thing is, look, it's always even anyone who she knows that's attempting to be an athlete, you need a backup plan. It's about school. So, man, I wasn't thinking about nothing. Let me get in here, getting these books.
Right.
I came in a political science major.
Boy,
That's funny. That's crazy, bro. How all this stuff be, getting
right,
like twirled around with us like that. Like,
right. Came in a political science major. Was playing around with these niggas too much. Left a business major. left a business major. But I mean, it was fun. It was a learning process the whole way.
We'll definitely get into the experience of it. I just want to, run through, like how y'all came about, because, like, I know some people in my neighborhood, like, it was no like college where like go to college.
Yeah. And
I'm standing for Pierce.
Point, Jamie, to your point, not to cut you off, but that kind of blows me because the school that we came from, the high school that we came from, there was no other alternative.
Yes.
You was put on a path.
Right.
This is your path. This is what's going to get you to college.
Yes.
Right. And it's kind of like, for me, when I was taking classes with upperclassmen, I was 2 grades ahead. So I wasn't taking classes with my regular peer group. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a major shift for me, because like the people that I'm like going to school with aren't the people that I hang with.
Right.
That's how I got to make those friends with like the Suitors, the Urbans, the Blacks, the Shazers. Those guys are all upperclassmen, but I'm down here as a sophomore.
Yeah.
With y'all because I take class with y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that also kind of like prepared me for that college look, because them boys was really heavy into that sports stuff with college. So it's like the end goal is like, all right, let me get my stuff together so when it's time for me to leave, I can be on point.
Right. So I feel like I had an interesting experience coming out of high school. So it was always, I'm going to college. Ever since I was little, mom and dad said, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to college. If you play sports, good, but you're going to college. Like this is what our family gonna do. Like you're not gonna be somebody that's gonna get stuck in Fort Pierce, because we see them kids that get stuck in Fort Pierce, Florida, where me, Don, and Bill is from. I'm sorry, where me, Dot, and Bill is from. So when I came out of high school, I had a few offers to play basketball. I had 2 D1 offers. I had an offer at Southern University, and I had something where I had a dual. So I could have went to Tallahassee Community College and then went to FSU. They had it all set up. The coach at the time, I forgot his name, but the Tallahassee coach wanted me to come to Tallahassee as a walk-on though. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, man. I'm not in junior college. Junior college, man, you're supposed to get everything paid for.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So and then every junior college every junior college in Florida was on me. And then I had division. I had a few Division II schools that's in South Carolina. I had one that was in North Dakota. I had a Division II that was in North Dakota that wanted to talk to me. But the most promising one was Southern University, the D1, because I didn't see that coach. That coach didn't recruit me till after the season, and goes back to the thing where, like, you almost like got to make your way when you down from where we from. Like, it ain't like you had a video that you could just put out on the internet. You always had to make your way. You might have to go to like some All-Star games. The thing about it is, this dude saw me at an All-Star game, and he called me the day after. I don't know how he got my number. He probably got it from Coach Seabear, but he called me the day after. That didn't work out. For whatever reason, that's neither here nor there, but that didn't work out. So I ended up going to a junior college in Palatka, Florida called St. John's River Community College. I played and I played 2 years there, and I ended up going to a Division II school in South Carolina called Limestone College.
Limestone.
Limestone College, and me and my boy Dre, we went there together. So my college, coming out of high school, I can always say, I was gonna go to college. More likely, it was always gonna be, basketball, because coming out of Fort Pierce, averaging what I was averaging, making all state, I felt I was able to play college basketball at the next level. I was not gonna be a regular student. That just wasn't something I was gonna do. I feel like if I was gonna be a regular student, I feel like I would have failed in my mind at that time. So that's what I was thinking at the time. And I'm more like I would not change it, man. Sometimes I have regrets of some of the stuff I may have done differently, but if I would have did it again, man, I'd probably do it the same way, man, because I still had a lot of fun. I don't know how we made fun in Palaga, Florida, but we made fun in Palaga, Florida. And then going into another small town in Gaffney, South Carolina, that was another whole experience in itself. So moving on to the college experience, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll start off on this. My college experience was kind of crazy because of basketball, because of the extracurricular I was doing. So basketball, being a student athlete, is one of the hardest things you will have to do in your life. You get up at 6 o'clock in the morning for 6 a.m. workouts. Then you say, I want to go to school for 2 or 3 classes that day. Then you got practice again after class. You might have a dinner. Then you might have to go back for another training at the around like 7 or 8 that night. So preseason, and then you gotta be a full-time student. And then with athletes gotta take take more classes than the regular student, because they got to try to get to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're at junior college.
Right.
When you're at junior college, you got to take more so you can get those credits so you can go to the next university. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't no 5-star recruit, so I'm not finna be no 1 and done or no 2 and done somewhere. So you really got to be in your books. And then I didn't want to be one of them people that flunked out and went back to Fort Pierce either.
Right.
I think my only thing was, man, I am not going back to my hometown, man. Nah, I'm not doing that. I am not going back to my hometown. I'm not being that type of. I'm not gonna be that person.
Right.
So my experience in college, man, I dealt both of my colleges I went to was in small towns. Palaca was like 20 miles from Gainesville, so we were in Gainesville a lot. When I was in
Gainesville, not that big either.
Gainesville ain't that big either, but they got Florida though.
Right.
They got Florida, they got Santa Fe. So you know it went down.
Right.
And Florida got the toughest delta.
So it went down.
Nobody.
We went to bruh. I know y'all see, but we went to a cute party there one time, bruh. I said, man, what is this? I ain't never seen this type of female right here. Lord have mercy.
Delta one. She was a Delta one.
Man, she was definitely a Delta, sir.
Bro, I'm telling you, UF got the toughest Deltas out.
She was definitely a Delta, sir. So
what they raising over there?
Hey,
man, listen, it was crazy, bro.
there's something in the water.
So dealing with smaller class sizes, like almost like I was in high school, so it was easier to learn. I didn't have to deal, with the big university feel, whatever, because both of the schools I was at, it was in smaller towns. But we did, we made it work, man. Like, we had our time to have fun, and we had our time to do our work, and we had our time to hoop. So I feel like my college experience was good. Sometimes I feel like I should have went to an HBCU, but hey, everything works out for a reason. So go ahead, Don. Let us know how it was at USF when you was there, sir.
Weak sauce.
Who, me? Man,
Weak sauce.
I don't got the stories, man. These two got the stories. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot. Hold on. I got to tell y'all the craziest thing that happened to me when I was in school, man. I got
what, man?
This got to be by far still the craziest shit that happened, bro, when I was in school. So it was my junior year, right? and we had went out to this bar that was in Gaffney, and we fucked up. I mean, we done, and like it's like I don't even know how we made it back to the crib. So me and my boy Dre got in our dorm. You know, we fucked up talking, and then all of a sudden we done went to sleep. So the dude next to us named Dre. He went in his room. He roomed with this white boy, right? So he come through our room like, bruh, like I need to use the bathroom. Like, the fuck? I don't care. So why you telling me that?
Right.
We sleep drunk. Like, the fuck you telling me we got it? So he walked through our room and he walked to his room, right? So, about 10, 15 minutes go by and we start smelling some shit. We like, what the fuck is that? Like that shit taking up the whole dorm hall. Even the RA that came out the dorm room, right?
Oh shit.
Bruh, this nigga, when we went into that fucking room, bruh, that nigga, that white boy said, Trey is taking a stinky. He said, where you taking a stinky at? But this nigga done shit it in his chair in his room, bro. The whole dorm hall was fucking stank, bro.
Jesus.
He would have had to get up out of that.
Right.
Bro,
you gotta go up. And you could take the chair with you, homie.
Bro, we had a team meeting, bro. We was finna fuck that nigga up.
And you can take the chair with you,
and the thing about it is,
homie.
this nigga was like one of our best players. Like this nigga was like legit.
Jesus Christ,
he was
man.
legit.
Niggas wildin', man.
This nigga shit.
But
so that was my crazy college story, man. That's my craziest college story.
Look, man, for me, honestly, that shit made me grow up a lot faster,
Yep.
As soon as when I got to USF, I was immediately put in, around Dot, JT, Mike, those older, guys, 2 years older than me, you know what I'm saying, who've been through what I'm going through. But you know what I'm saying, they preach to you, they let you know, look, man, stay focused, do this. But then you see them, you know what I'm saying, going out, hanging out, chilling, you know what I'm saying, in the gym all day. So in my mind, shit, I could do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? No, sir. You need to get your shit in line first before you're able to do that. So, going through that, figuring out that, look, I do, this isn't high school. I need to study. You know what I'm saying? I need to take a look at my books. You know what I'm saying? I comprehend really well.
Right.
So I'm in class taking it all in, but you still gotta, review, double review, just make sure it's in your head before you go out and do all of these things that you see other people doing, because you don't know their circumstances, you don't know their classes, you don't know nothing.
Right.
It's not the same. It's not the same. And that's one thing that got me early, man. Like, don't
listen, bro.
Don't take this opportunity for granted,
bro.
And second, you know what I'm saying, handle your shit.
Bro, Bill hit that shit right on the head, bro. Like you really don't have no teacher saying like,
right,
like what are you doing? Like why are you asleep, or why are you not up, or like they don't care. Right. Like either you get this work or you're not gonna get this work.
Right, but no matter what, they getting paid.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna put this grade on this test.
Right,
it is whatever you want it to be, sir. So that's right though. Yeah, man. So Bill, when you were at USF, man, like you was talking about, with your college experience, explain how that life was with you, coming from IRCC, and you said you referenced a different word because you knew you was going to college. How different or how alike that all that stuff was when you looked at a different world and then when you got to USF?
Well, on a different world, that was the HBCU.
Right. But it's just the college life in general.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, and I'll talk about that when we get to that point. But our USF at that time was like a college for blacks, a college within a college, because all of us, although we had our differences among fraternities and whoever else. Everybody knew each other. And if you
Gotcha.
didn't know that, you knew of the person.
Gotcha.
So when I got to USF, I got to USF in January. So I got there in the spring. So when I got there in the spring, I knew I couldn't afford to mess up because I came in as a junior. And I came in, like I told you, I was in a cohort and I was already in my major. So I could not mess up. And then a lot of people made sacrifices for me to be there.
Right.
You know, I didn't have scholarships. I wasn't able to get like Pell Grant or nothing.
Because they tell you, you know, you I mean, they say your mom or your dad make too much, but I'm like,
they said what happened. They said because we're divorced. My mom, she was a secretary at a school. That was her job. They said me and my mom together made too much money. Like,
wow.
which I work. What the hell y'all talking about?
Right.
I ain't working like 40 hours a week. I'm working like.
They want you to be in poverty to get that Pell Grant.
Right.
Yeah. So
you worked there, huh, Doc?
So,
go ahead.
So I had to so you know I had to be on my grind.
Right.
So you know, I did that, and that spring kind of opened my eyes because that I was literally by myself. Like that was the first time I was away by myself. I mean, I had family here and friends or whatever.
Right.
I was. Right. You still on that island by yourself.
Right. Yes.
So,
yes.
It was a transition because I was, you know, I'm always around my friends and family, so I'm a people's person. But so it was a little difficult. So my road dog was Pookie. Like Pookie's my road dog. Yeah, my road dog, man. You see Pookie, you see me, you see Pookie. So we rode all together like all the time until like that summer, me and Caleb became roommates, and then we started, you know, chatting, you know, conversing, whatever. Like, you know, what's up with this frat shit? You know, he was like, yeah, you know, because he was popular, so he could have went anywhere he wanted,
right?
And you know, they would scoop him up. So, we talked about it. So we said, right, we going on Sigma. So that fall came around. That's when USF first got their football team. So I was there at the inauguration game. I was at the first football game.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was at the very first football game of USF's career. So it was a good experience. But man, you that college life, it's something for real. Like
it's different, man.
Especially at the university. Like my one class, man, we had over 100 people. So when they post your grade, you had to look for your number and
right.
Number, and you saw your grade. So it was God, it's ain't nothing like. It's not like how RCC was. And it's not how, you know, your smaller classes how it was at Hillman. So yeah, so it was a little different. But I didn't have like Don said he had like Dot and the older ones to talk to us. I didn't have that. I was basically like I was out here on my own until like once I pledged and once that life came in, that
helped.
That helped. It changed a lot.
So how was your experience at USF, Dot? Because I know you came here as a junior as well. So
I didn't come as a junior. I left. Well, credit wise, I was a junior. Because you got to think, I did dual enrollment.
Oh yeah. You
know what I'm saying? And then I was almost done with my AA when I was graduating high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like my freshman year of college, technically, I had already had my AA.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. But like my transition for college was a little different. Like I told you, I transferred from FAU to USF. So me personally, like the HBU, I mean, the HBCU experience, I kind of steered away from because of the community that I came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
and a lot of kids do that because they want to try to experience something different.
right.
Mhm.
So
Real world.
yeah,
Right.
like our immediate community with Lincoln Park and the hood that I stayed in,
Yes.
no white people.
And was hood, and it was the
Yeah,
hood.
it wasn't no white
And it
people, it wasn't
definitely
no
was the
Spanish
hood.
people,
Yes.
it wasn't none of that. It was all hood.
Black.
Right. So when I made my decision to go to school, it was more from like a personal experience. Like, I know I'm already out here chasing everything walking. I know if I go to HBCU,
It's same. It's
baby
That-
first year.
Bro,
right.
I tell people all the time, bro, if I went to HBCU, bro, I would have had a kid already, bro.
Right. You know
I
what
would
I'm
have had a kid already. I already know.
So when I went that PWI route, I was like, all right, so I'm about to go into a different realm. The high school that I went to, like I stated, it was in the middle of the hood, but it was a very diverse melting
Very
pot school.
diverse. Might even been more white kids than black
It's
kids.
more white.
Right. It was more white kids and black kids, but
In the hood.
right. It was perfect though, because we was in the academy. It wasn't like you had to apply
Right.
to get in. We had dress code and none of that foolishness.
Yeah.
Like everybody had to walk the same way down the hallway. You going
Right.
the wrong way against traffic,
Yep.
you get suspended. Like
Yep.
it was a very strict school.
Right.
So with my transition to college, and I'm going to start with the USF experience because my FAU experience was terrible.
Gotcha.
But when I came to USF, like I automatically came in and like I was like, because my best friend Zakesia, she did everything for me. She had my apartment set up for me. Like all I had to do was drive my car here and go to sleep. She had everything set up. So like my first roommates, they weren't regular college kids. Like two of them was from the Bahamas and one of them was from USF. So it's
Man.
kind of like, and my Bahamian roommates, they were like local. They're like
Yeah.
family stay here, but they were straight from the island.
Some wild boys.
Kinda like
Some
I was
wild
into that
boys.
local vibe for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
it
right.
wasn't go USF. You know what I'm saying? The only time I went to USF was to go to class because I was a garbage man at the same time, so I was already in the hood. So it's kind of like me, the person that I was becoming, it was more of a popular guy. So when I pledged Sigma, like it's like everything
Took it through the roof.
like I was already on 10, then everything went times 20.
To the roof. To
Kind
the
of like
roof.
everything was moving so fast, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like I had a girlfriend when I first moved to USF. I'm not gonna mention her name,
Right.
but I met a chick in Tampa, got locked in like the first 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
No,
Right.
why the first 2 months.
Yeah, boy.
Crazy. So when I pledged, it's kind of like the time started dwindling. You know what I'm saying? It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was more chicks coming around. So
Right.
you already know how that story went.
Right.
But the actual experience that I gained from USF, I don't think I could have gained from anywhere else. Because when you look at the foundation of how everything is structured now, my job came from Sigma. Sigma came from me knowing Bill and JT. Bill and JT came from me being in my immediate community. So it's kind of like all that kind of came up because
Right.
I met and built networks, you know what I'm saying, in relationship with individuals who basically kind of like raised me. And I tell everybody, bro, when I was in college and high school, I was a hothead. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody couldn't tell me nothing. Like I'm on all that you on. Whatever you thinking you on, I'm on that.
Yeah.
Not here no more?
Nah, not no more.
No.
And I can say that like Sigma is the reason for that. And I contribute well, I'm not gonna say one person. It was one person in particular. Of course, big shouts out to my DP, my ADP, Bill, JT. But like, bang, Rogers. Rogers was the person that broke me when I was online. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, like when I was online, I hated that guy with everything that I had in me. But to this day, I really do consider him to be like a very, very close friend, almost to the point where he's like my brother. Like I talk to him all the time. And it's like I think that he prepared me for something that I possibly would have failed at if I was out there and I didn't go through that process with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I do think that. So I think that everybody should experience college for at least 2 years. The people that you meet,
Experience it,
go
man.
through,
Experience it, man.
like,
Yes.
it prepares you for adulthood because, like, that said, boy, it's been plenty days where that alarm clock go off. And I'm like, man, I ain't going to class. Ain't
Right.
nobody telling you. Ain't nobody telling your mama you done been school for the day. Bro, you
Right.
the regular life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it does prepare you, and I think that a lot of our parents and a lot of our teachers push these kids to go to college. College isn't for everyone.
No,
it's not.
no.
And I think that in high school, you need to understand that whether you're going to be a trade guy or you're going to be a guy that goes out and pursue like a degree. And
Well,
you
know, with that, it depends on who you are, because you know, some people, you know, if you whatever you want to be in life, you may have to go to college. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You want to be an athlete, more times than not, you're gonna have to go to a college. You want to be a doctor, you're gonna have to go to college.
Yep.
If you want to be a mechanic, you might not have to go to college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can go to trade school.
Yeah.
So with me coming from the education realm, and I see the way that education is and how we're pushing everybody collegiately, that's where we're messing up. And that's where we're losing people.
Yep.
Lincoln Park, for the majority, is that school. If you're going to that school, you're going to that school for academic reasons.
Yes.
You're not going for football. You're not going up for.
Well, we didn't have a football team.
We had rugby. We had that classy football.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. The only thing we for sure had at Lincoln Park, you had basketball, you had soccer, you had golf, you had tennis.
And women.
You had those four and cross country. Cross country. Those are 5 things.
Yes.
We had the baddest chicks on the Treasure Coast, hands down.
Say it again.
Oh my God.
After school, everybody left their school to come line up.
Hey, I don't see no lies. I don't see no lies.
Probably y'all had the smartest girls.
They ain't got nothing to do with me. You should have been smarter. You should have been smarter and enrolled. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Hey.
I graduated with a 3.8, so I know what time it is.
Hey,
Like, so we were already being prepared and groomed to go to college.
Yes.
So we were prepared to take certain course, even if you go and take remedial courses at college, of how the rigorous of how Lincoln Park was, you couldn't play around.
Right.
So it actually was molding you for college. Now, when you got to college, or if you decide to go to college, you're for the most part ready.
Right. Academically.
Yes.
Academically, yes, academically. But where we're failing, as far as from my standpoint from education, we're trying to push everybody that one way, and everybody can't go that one way, and everybody's not going to go that one way.
Right.
My whole thing is graduate high school and keep your options open.
Yep.
If you don't graduate high school, that's the biggest problem.
Right.
Graduate high school, and in high school, that's where we need to be deciding, okay, which way are you going to go? You're going to go vocational, you're going to go military, you're going to go business. Because if you say, hey, I want to just start my own business, okay, what do you want to do? I want to cut grass. Boom, let's go. We go, okay, we'll set you up. But like Doc said, college,
you do need college
gives you.
You do need some, not college in per se, but you do need some type of specific training in order to be successful at that business, because there's more than just cutting grass to running a grass cutting business.
Right.
There's more to it. So I do think we need more specialty schools, just different type of places where you can learn how to balance your books for your business, how to pay your taxes for your business, how to
They need more of that in school, in high school. Yes. I remember at Lincoln Park, we used to have a driver's ed class. You know, like they got rid of that. So it's a lot of stuff that we had, and then it's a lot of stuff they took away. But you know, like they always saying with you know the budgets, you know, and stuff like that. So it just depends. But one thing I wanted to get back to is all you guys are in frat, obviously. Yes. And when I went to college, I was not able to get in frat. Either my junior college didn't have it, obviously, and my Limestone didn't have it. The only thing I could have done, but it would have been hard, is to try to cross pledge at a school that was like 10 miles away. I could have cross pledged at like a university that way, but that may have been a little too hard for me. Right. So talk about the importance or the non-importance, because some people think, you're in a frat, you know what I'm saying, like you feel like you might be better than other people, or you're in a frat, you feel like you need these people the rest of your life. Like everybody feel like frat is just who you gonna be with, and you ain't gonna be with nobody else.
Right.
So help
Not
me
at all.
explain to people with that college life, being able to use or to apply yourself within your organizations that you network in, that it could be anything, but that you network in and that you want to be affiliated with while you're in college. Because I think when you're doing your college life, that is definitely important.
Okay.
So, go ahead. No, let me go. Let me go.
Y'all want me to go first?
Let me go.
Don want to go.
Look. It's multiple different ways to look at it. The same person you are, the same thing every frat's gonna say. The same person you are going into this fraternity, you're gonna be the same person afterwards. The same way you're viewed. Nothing is different except now you have letters. If you are popular, then you still gonna be popular. If you know how to talk to people, it's gonna be the same. However, more people are gonna know you. That's the only thing that's gonna be different. Like it's not gonna make you a different person.
Oh no, man! Sometimes you can see them boys that feel like when they
they come and they act.
I'm gonna explain why that happens. I'm gonna explain.
Go ahead, Doug.
You're not different. You're not tougher now. Like you're the same nigga. Like don't act like that. But for me, like it was different. I was popping before. You know what I'm saying? Like. I was popping after. A lot of people knew me not as Don the Sigma. They knew me as just Don, even after being the Sigma. Like
Don getting in his bag today.
Like that's Don. Like that. I'm not lying. Like it's like that. But
tell them niggas Don. Shit.
But it's like the way people begin to view it as okay, you're only this because of that is their own views, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not the truth, you know what I'm saying? It's not the truth. Right. So a lot of times other college students view you differently than how you really are. They give you their own persona onto you. It's like
you can't explain it.
You can't explain it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like people that hate you that don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes. I think to be honest with you, I think sports and fraternities have like some of the same similarities when it comes to people thinking you one way and you are totally different from what it is. Like, oh, this is the dumb jock, or the frat think they run the school type thing. So speak to that, Dot, what you was about to say about people thinking they can do certain things when they get into a organization, and it can be any organization on campus. To be honest with you, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think. Well, I'm gonna address two topics that Don said 1st, and then I'm gonna get to your question. So the first thing that I want to say, when you're in undergrad, it's always fuck the other side.
Yeah.
No matter what, you think your brother could be over there,
right?
You'll be fucked the other side. That's just how it is. That's not going to change because, and I think that it's kind of like the hype that comes with it. So it's kind of like, bro, we harder than y'all. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what?
Right, and we all young and dumb.
Yeah, it ain't nothing personal. It's just business. We harder than y'all, bro. Like, and whatever y'all want to do, we on all that. Right. So, and then I think that what happens when you start to build that persona, and it's kind of like that's how you guys are now viewed upon. You have outsiders who are really not affiliated with anything, and they already have like a personal vendetta with the organization as a whole. So they be like, "Well, now that Dun's a Sigma, fuck Dun too."
Right.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's the wrong notion to have. Does frats and sororities kind of contribute to that stigma? Yes.
Yes.
That's what keeps it going. It's kind of like, bro, I pledge. Now what? I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm physically saying I'm better than you, but bro, I just went through this. I just went and got You know what I'm saying?
I know shit you don't know.
Yeah, like don't try me. But I think once you graduate from college, that's when it just becomes like one whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now, one of my coworkers, he's a Kappa. Everybody know he's a Kappa. Everybody know I'm a Sigma. But like we don't associate ourselves as like Kappa and Sigma. We associate ourselves, bro, I'm in a fraternity. This is my brother. He's black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that like that's my relationship with a lot of people once I graduated. You know what I'm saying? Once you don't have that stigma of fuck the other side and you graduate and you're now becoming into your profession, it's kind of like, bro, we got to stick together now. Like all the college stuff is over with. And I think that people who aren't within it or know about it, they don't understand how that correlates. And they look at it.
Like I see people and I feel like they think y'all like followers.
How?
See, people because they think.
I'm not saying. I'm saying that. I'm just saying like this is what I see sometimes. Like
people think that
like he got to be a part of this
to get
okay.
Yeah, Don. Yeah.
You're doing it for this, but you don't know why I'm doing it.
Put it like this. I'm gonna tell you my process and how I came to that decision. Everybody knows when I was in high school, I was gonna be a Q. Everybody know that.
And I still don't understand how you became a beta boy, but we'll discuss that.
Everybody know that when I was in high school, I was a lamplight. I was gonna be a Q. We got into
but you switched sides though.
I'm gonna tell you why. When I was in high school, and remember when we had got into that big fight with the Kappas at Southern Oaks.
I wasn't in Kappa then.
And they had snatched lamplighters and said, "Ain't no more y'all, because y'all always fighting."
Yeah.
The only reason that I switched over to Beta Boy was because Dr. Washington.
Yep.
You know, Dr. Washington was my mentor at the time.
That's a good man. That's a good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he literally came to me. He was like, man, I got something for you. I'm gonna make sure you straight when you go to college. Everything will be good for you. So that kind of like led me into that transition to Sigma. JT was already pledging that when I got to college. Bill was already it's kind of like a no-brainer. When I first came to USF, that was like the first person that I met was GP. He was Sigma. That was the first person I met. And he was like, bro, like, I'm gonna take you up under my wing, and this is what it's gonna be. And that was it. So it's kind of like I kind of like adapted to that. And like I said, bro, like Sigma has put me in some rooms that I wasn't supposed to be in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like when people say that, oh, you only played for this, I get that. But then I see that same person that said that why you pledged a fraternity in undergrad is doing it in grad chapter because now they see the benefits of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. It's plenty of benefits that come with this, bro. If anybody see my lanyard, anybody see anything that's associated with an organization, they own it.
And the real benefits aren't in college. And that's one thing that people don't get. Like the real benefits of this stuff is not
happen in college.
Undergrad. Because the same thing I'm getting in undergrad, I could do the same shit without it.
Right.
But when I get afterwards, you know what I'm saying? The job opportunities that I got while in school, I couldn't have got by myself.
Right.
You gotta realize, like, joining a fraternity, any kind of organization, everybody has, like Don said, everybody got their reasons for doing it.
Right.
I can't tell you what your reason is. I can't tell you what my reason is. I got a paddle in my room that I had to make from when I was online for my two big brothers. One side says remix, the other side says recognition. The one that says recognition, he said, they asked him, why do you want to be a Sigma? He said, because I want recognition. And that's his line name, recognition. So again, everybody has their own reasons. I pledged because, again, watching Different World and watching School Days, I knew I wanted to be in a fraternity. Just like Dot said, I wanted to be a Q-Dog because back home, those are kind of the guys you kind of see. Now, outside of Mr. Washington,
they flooded. But
then you got Mr. Washington, you got Mr. Sullivan. A lot of them dudes from back home are actual Sigmas though.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of things you hear is that you have to. I'm not going to be in a fraternity or sorority because I'm not trying to pay for friends. Who's paying for friends?
Right. Yeah.
If you know anything about, and that's the ignorance of people and not understanding how organizations work.
Right.
If you join any kind of nonprofit organization, everybody knows most of its operating budget comes from what?
Dude,
It comes from dues. That's just like going to a church.
right?
If you go to a church, how does a church run? It's
Tithe
run
and
off of
offering.
offering and tithes.
Like, you gotta
Tithes
pay.
and offerings. You have to pay. So
Or
that's
else
how that these
or else
people
it's gone.
are dumb. You know, they because they like, it's kind of like they're looking around the corner because they want to see what's going on,
Yeah.
but they don't want to be caught sin. But bro, we know you want to do it.
Exactly.
Just
Yes.
you know, it's
You
cool.
already
Like,
with us. You already hanging with us.
exactly. Like, but what I've come to understand, like Doc said, when you coming into college, it's up the other side, put the other side, blah blah, whatever the case may be. And once you graduate and you get older, you start to move years afterwards.
Right.
And nobody ain't care about all that. I'm like, I used to look at Dot and them fighting with the Alphas all the time. Like, bro, what are y'all doing? Y'all niggas are retarded. First off, why are y'all even going to their parties, giving them money?
Man, I ain't
Y'all
never
we
pay.
like
I ain't
them.
never pay for nothing.
I ain't never pay.
Yeah,
I ain't never pay.
You probably okay. So one or two, okay, two people.
But he,
Two
you
people.
know what he's
You're right.
saying though,
Now,
Doc.
I know
You
other
what he's
people
saying.
was paying, but
You know niggas
yes,
was paying.
niggas- right.
You know niggas was paying.
They wasn't paying they wasn't paying to give them money. They was paying to get the girls. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's what
Who's the
it's
money going to?
Of course, it's going to the other side. We know where it's
Your
going.
enemies.
You can't
You're
look at it
funding
like
your
that, bro.
enemies.
Right.
Look at you.
look
You
at it
can't
like
look at it like that.
You look
Right.
at it like that. It's okay. Prime example. Last
If I
night.
go if I go downtown, you know what I'm saying? The girls I want ain't gonna be there.
Right.
The girls I want
But
over
it's
here.
not-
party.
But that's not Bill.
Right.
That's on
Listen.
My time and y'all time is different.
That's not
So-
Bill's point. That's
Right.
not Bill's point though. Bill's point is y'all going to their party and y'all know they probably don't like y'all, and y'all know y'all probably gonna get in a fight, but you want to fight because they're alphas and you a sigma.
I mean, that's not the reason. There's
not the
always
reason, but I mean,
underlying reasons.
Look at that. Look at that. That like
Why y'all doing this to their party? Like, and then next thing you know, we get a phone call in the middle of the night. Man, they just got
You used to ask me that every time. Like, bro, why do y'all keep going? I'd be like, bro, we had to slide over there for something else, you know, and it just went left.
And it
We
goes
didn't go
like
there
that.
to fight. I mean, we knew what the underlying consequences was going to be, but listen, we went in there looking for something. We found it on the way out. Somebody said something funny. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no he kiki. No.
And it's crazy,
My
man.
point,
You know,
last night,
so-
Ted found the camera that we had when we was in undergrad, bro, and it had one of the Q step shows on there. So we called our dog Reese. Hey, bro, we got some footage for you.
Right.
Man, see, like it's not like there's no hate, bro. Bro, like Reese is a good dude, bro. I love that dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he a Q, but that don't stop us from having our relationship, bro. Like anytime, like once he graduated, like anytime something popped off between Sigmas and Qs, bro, like I call dog call me, and we'll try to figure that out because it's stupid at this point, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we have so much to accomplish and so much to do as a race, you know,
Yes.
what I'm saying? And as a community, that I think that we focus on the wrong things. When you focus on changing it, because bro, we can't expect anyone to respect us if we don't respect ourselves.
Absolutely.
And look, where Dot is now, I was there in college. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I
Done
see
with it.
everybody, every fraternity, everybody was cool with me. Everyone was like, you know what I'm saying? If niggas had beef with someone, they'd be like, listen, you cool. I want to fight him. Can I fight him? No, leave it alone.
Like, bro.
Like I seen everything. Like it's a much bigger picture than what gets shown because of the small incidents we have. But the small
we appreciate those guys like Dunn, though.
Definitely.
We appreciate the bros like Dunn, the bros like Bill, because they're actually the ones who bring all this together, bro. Like Dunn was always with Mike. So, like, bro, like if you got problems with Iotas, bro, you got a problem with Dunn, to be honest with you. Like Dwayne, he was always with Betas. If you got a problem with the Betas, you got a problem with Dwayne. So it's kind of like, bro, like you don't be trying to have that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you try to like preserve other people's relationships.
Yeah.
And get to a point where it be like, hey, bro, look, tell your
You gotta
homeboy,
pick a side, man. You gotta pick a
you
side.
chill, bro.
Right.
Right.
And the biggest thing is
A lot of
like
relationships that stop a lot of fights from happening.
Like Bill said, we was always fighting the alphas. When I was pledging, I lived me and Rodney. We lived with two alphas pledging at the exact same time, foreseeing everything that was gonna happen. Like, look, this shit is we cool. We're gonna be cool, but this shit is always not gonna be like this.
Yeah. And I think I was a real good friend. Well, I'm not gonna say a good friend. He was a real potential good friend. You know what I'm saying? Due to something like that. And like to this day, I wish I kind of would have preserved that relationship. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it's just like, bro, I'm knee deep into this. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm knee deep. It ain't no turning back. Cause now,
Dude. Okay.
My homies.
One question I have. This is the question I always had. Do frat brothers fall out with each other?
Yes.
Yeah. It's always over a hoe though.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
And I'm gonna say a hoe. I'm gonna use that word strongly. I'm gonna say a hoe. Because she knew what she was doing.
Definitely knew
Gotcha.
it.
You know what I'm saying? And that bro know what he was doing too, because it's pretty much on some whole shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, bro, like, but
situations, niggas getting calls like, yo, this nigga's in my why
Right.
this man's in my apartment. Like, bro, what?
But you also have to understand that when to that question that you asked, Jamie, is every group has cliques, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me, Dunn, Bill, bro, like we all cool. So
Right.
like Dunn might be cool with another cat who Bill ain't cool with. So Bill run up on a chick and be like, hey, bro, what's up? Dunn is not around at this time. And I'll be like, bro, I don't know who little yamp that is. So Beck slide. Come to find out, Dunn like, hey, bro, you done slid my homie chick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now like Beck's like, all right, well, shit is already done now. So now that create a little beef. What's gonna happen? That's gonna shift the powers in the chapter.
Right.
So now it's kind of like everybody that Dunn riding with is fuck them. And everybody who riding with Bill is like, bro, I'm riding with y'all. So like you just have to have level-headed people, and that's why I appreciate the way that our chapter is set up. We have them older bros who gonna tell us what it is. Then we have them young stupid ones who don't care what's going on. Then we got the people in the middle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows who to go to get stuff done. You know what I'm saying?
Because
And I think that's a perk that comes with it as well. Because like right now, when anything dealing with nightlife, you already know, call Ted.
Right.
Anything dealing with education, call Bill. Anything dealing with trucking, call Dunn. So everybody has their own pockets for us to be successful at this. And I think that's what people don't see that you reap from being in an organization.
Yeah, man.
You have readily available resources.
I always tell people, man, like it's so much good stuff being in a good fraternity. I know, like when I was in school and we had Kappa League, like those men above us, they taught us so much about being a man and being someone that can be good for your community, man. Like, and then like people like Mr. Washington, and then even with the Alphas, I forgot the man's name, but he was an Alpha, and he was another good brother in our neighborhood. Mr. Perry, that was his name.
Mr. Perry, my homie.
Mr. Perry. So
him and Dr. Washington.
So he was like being in those fraternities, you know, people sometimes they get a bad rap. Being in any type of organization, being on the basketball team, bro, we got it because we was just playing basketball. Like, oh, he think he better because he on the basketball team, or he think he better than us because you know he get this type of privilege. No, I'm just doing I'm doing what this God-given ability, or I'm trying to network so I can be a better man in my life.
Right.
And if you go to a HBCU, and it's probably a good bridge to talk about HBCUs. At an HBCU, the damn, depending on where you go, the band carries the most weight on campus.
That's the biggest fraternity.
We went to a party in at BCC, and in the middle of a Sigma party. Now, mind you, we're coming from my chapter, so our chapter, wherever we go, we like, nigga, ain't nobody better than us. We blah blah.
Right.
So we went to a party, a Sigma party at BCC, and the band KK side, the band frat, in the middle of a Sigma party, just stop everybody from what they were doing, and them niggas put on a step show. I'm not talking about they stroll and party walk or whatever. They start stepping in the party. So all of us looking like, bro, what y'all
Right.
this what y'all do? Y'all let
What
this
y'all
happen?
gonna do? Yeah, what y'all gonna let
Y'all
this
gonna do something? And they was just like, what can you really do?
Ain't
But if
nothing
you think about a band,
It's a lot
think
of
about the
them.
members of a band.
It's a
So
lot.
many more people.
A lot of them. It's a
A
lot of
lot
them.
of them.
You got to think like now your fraternity only keep numbers by the people you keep bringing in.
Right.
A band at an HBCU is
All the time.
always gonna be popping. Always.
Bruh.
So when we saw that, we was like, bro, what's going on? And they were like, man, this is the band frat. And again, we were like, man, we don't understand that life.
Right.
So again, to segue into HBCUs, I really feel that I missed out by not attending the HBCU.
I feel like I did.
That's my one regret in life that I have, that I did not attend an HBCU. Historical standpoint.
I liked it. I'm not gonna say I loved. I liked my college experience, but I feel like I would have loved going to a HBCU.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like I would have had so much fun. I would have learned a lot. I would have been able to speak. I like the men or the teachers above me, because most times they're gonna have the HBCU. They're gonna have black teachers. So you speaking to that teacher, he knows where you're coming from. He knows what you got to go through. So me going to that particular school, like I know I'm gonna get a different type of talk than what these people gonna tell me at this other school. Like they just ain't gonna know. They ain't go. All they gonna do is come to class, teach us, get up out of there.
Right. Yeah. They don't care about your true success at a PWI. Right. And I agree with that. I think that if
I did have some good teachers along the way, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely.
I had some good college teachers along the way, but for the majority of the part, nah.
Definitely. But I think going to a PWI, you learn how to be in the world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing that you're not gonna get from an HBCU. I mean, unless you go live in DC, you go live in a small pocket.
Unless you go to Howard.
I would say at HBCU, I think they tell you how to be in the world. I think a PWI shows you how to be in the world because that's who you're around. But I think at HBCU, they prepare you because they're telling you, bro, you have to watch these other white folks. They're gonna say stuff at that school that we're not gonna hear at a PWI.
Absolutely. That was my point.
But that PWI, I mean, if you have your head on straight and you're learning from those older people, you're gonna get that firsthand experience of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference. Like you're gonna be taught how to do it at a HBCU, but you're gonna go through it. You're gonna walk through it at a PWI. You're gonna learn that. You know what I'm saying? That shit. You really gotta stand out. You really gotta stand out in order to get that extra help. Get that extra. Those extra conversations with your professors, because you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna care unless you are that outstanding as a student.
Man, growing up was my HBCU experience. Living in Fort Pierre, that was my HBCU. I'm telling you, bro, I learned how to work the block, all that, bro. I learned everything in the hood. So I need to go learn how to do the other side of the world.
You grow up, you grow up fast, man. You grow up fast when you put in those environments.
You did the other side at Lincoln Park, though, Doc.
Yeah, but
think about it, you were doing it at the same time.
You're right.
But I think that's why we're also in like better positions, though.
Yeah.
Think about it, dude. At Lincoln Park. Hey, bro, you got to get up out of here,
bro. Listen,
now
he started with 497 people in my freshman class. You know how many people graduated with it?
112.
149. Man.
Yep.
You know how many graduated with me?
Lincoln Park would get your ass up out of there quick.
We had 80, I think we had like 86.
Damn.
You know how many black males graduated with me?
10.
4.
Damn.
Wow.
It was only 41 black people in our class.
Wow.
I
Well, we had when I graduated. I don't remember how much we started with, but when I graduated, we had 252.
Yeah, y'all class is
Y'all
bigger.
had a lot.
Yeah,
Y'all class is bigger than ours.
yeah. But that's getting up in the years that maybe more kids was thinking like, I need to do this work and get up out of here. Right. So,
but you also have to understand, like back then at Lincoln Park, if you failed the FCAT your 10th grade year, they automatically kick you out.
Yes,
Dang.
Yes.
What you mean, dang?
No, like that is something that's not seen. You know what I'm saying? Like when right. I went to school in my first 2 years. I went to school in Alabama, and they have these things called graduation exams. You take 5 of them. Mm-hmm. They transfer over to here, so same as FCAT. I didn't have to take FCAT because I passed it early. But you know what I'm saying? I'm junior year, senior year, niggas still taking FCAT. I'm like, bro, why are y'all still doing that? Like,
it was somebody. Hey.
That's how Lincoln Park scheduled that shit. You took the test in 9th grade,
right?
And you took the real test in 10th grade.
Yep.
Passed that one, you got kicked out. Now there were some people who didn't pass that they let stay.
Yep.
Pass your 11th grade year.
Listen, you are absolutely right.
Out of the last test your senior year.
It was a couple females. It was a couple females I knew. It was a couple females I knew that ain't passed that bitch in 11th grade. I was like, they will kick your ass up out of here. You don't get your ass up out of here.
You say Lincoln Park is an academic academy.
Right.
I don't care about no football and basketball and academics. That's why they're
done. Lincoln Park was all in national magazines for that, man. Like,
bro, we scored so high. My 10th grade year, we scored so high on FCAT that we was ranked number 11th in the nation, bro.
Jesus,
they paid for all of our grad.
Newsweek, I think it was in like Newsweek or something.
Yeah, bro.
See,
I remember that.
Need more schools like that. Push me.
I did that. Number 11 in the nation.
Don, 6 through 12.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Need more of those.
Lincoln Park was the first school that actually had IB in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So we had everybody. I'm talking about kids coming from V Road to Jensen Beach.
Yeah, we didn't have no zone. Lincoln Park wasn't a zone.
Oh. You can stay anywhere in the state and come down. They ain't care. As long as you can get behind that bell ring.
Right. I mean that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like done. The crazy part though, bro. When I say this shit was in the middle of, bro, we was on lockdown every day because it was a dope house on the corner.
Listen,
across the street from the basketball court.
I know Dot remember this. They used to run on the outside of our school.
Yep.
Cross country and track used to run on the outside of our school. Man, bro. One of them homeless people came up and tried to talk to one of them white girls. They stopped that shit immediately.
You cannot.
He ain't even do it.
Outside the gates if you were doing school activities.
Wow.
Yeah, cause at one point, at one point, Lincoln Park can't have no gates.
Yeah.
You can just walk onto Lincoln Park campus.
Gotta protect the kids, man.
I bet you good. Imagine a school that's like known for like academics and prestige, and that bitch literally right. That bitch is
listen, Don.
Just take Silver Springs Elementary and turn that shit into Lincoln Park.
Listen, Don. Bill lived 1 minute from the school,
and I live 1 minute and 1 second.
Like 1 minute, like not even like a minute.
Literally across the street, bro. I can take a rock and throw it across the that's how.
My school, the school was on 17th. I stayed on 16th.
Yep.
The funny thing about Lincoln Park though is it sucks because that's the school my dad graduated from.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the school that his brothers and sisters had to go to.
Yes.
That was the segregated African American school in the city.
Yeah, right. Out his Means Court, like my grandma went there.
Right.
So,
but to see what turned into.
Yeah.
But it was that back then, bro. It was always that done. That's the crazy part. It was always like that from jump.
It was just that it was segregated.
Yeah. They didn't want to give us no props because we was, we black.
Right.
Yeah. That's when we had a football team and all.
And I talked to my dad. He was like, man, listen, all the best musicians. And my dad played in he's a musician, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, we go and play these white boys in we just beat them down because we had all the athletes, we had all the musicians, even though they want to give us hand-me-downs, but we are just so much better. And that goes back to my mentality of HBCUs.
Right.
We're started because we couldn't go here.
Yes.
So we have to raise here to make sure you guys understand our standard of everything else. And even going to like, me and Dot, we used to slide to the classic every year. And man, we go back and we see these 80 and 90-year-old people dressed down, VCU, they love their school.
Yes.
I mean,
yes, pride.
That is one thing I wish I had. That is one thing I wish USF had. There's really no USF pride. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's one thing I talk about. My wife, she talks about that. Like, she's like, I never, went to the football games like that, or I never did. It's like how could you not like go to the football?
I think it's a curse for USF being such a new school in that area. You know what I'm saying? Just there was always, because everyone still loved the old people loved UF, the old people loved Florida State,
Miami,
but every HBCU in Florida gets love. Fam, BCC.
That's all they had was each other.
Right.
They love their school, bro. I think they just have so much of a. No, I've watched Different World as if I went to the damn school.
Right.
Like, I love the goddamn school. I love Hillman. Like,
so we've definitely been talking about all of the good stuff, and we touched on some of the bad stuff with college, but what was some of like the ugly experiences? Like sometimes like some of the stuff you was like, man, I don't know if I could do this college stuff no more, or man, like this, like I got treated this way. Like what was some of the stuff like you felt like, man, college ain't what I thought it was gonna be type stuff? Like y'all have those type of stories?
Ended up having a lot of responsibility. Okay, so in college, for me, I moved a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just apartment to apartment. Just, what I'm saying? Whatever. I never had the same address, Ended up changing the addresses a few times. You get parking tickets that you don't, what I'm saying? That you don't.
Overdraft? Who? How many times y'all overdraft?
A nigga overdraft so many times. Man, overdraft.
No matter how much money I made,
that
money you made, you still gonna overdraft, no matter how much money you made, bro.
No overdraft protection.
That 36 hitting for that $1 purchase.
You
that
better know
$1
it. You better know it.
36 on your ass, man.
Bro, I used to always do that with the gas.
Yes.
So I used to put the debit card and then put credit.
Yep. Get that $1.
48 hours. 48 hours.
The club. I'm feeling another night. I'm gonna have a negative account, but we go.
No, dog. It was so many tricks, man. Just not having money, not being able to consistently stay on top of mail.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, nigga, my license got suspended so many times because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
That was the craziest thing ever, though, John. That night, I was
they got arrested off of some shit like that because nigga just didn't know.
The one thing I can say about my college experience that I just did not. I was so kind of like I guess you would call like either upset or distraught about. When I was an athlete, being a student athlete, man, like. It really is, like I was saying earlier, it really was a hard part. And then you're not getting money at all. The only thing I got when I got to college was an enhancement check for $1,500. It was an enhancement. It was an advancement for me signing. And that was from the school. Like, it was something that
like money line.
So
we reported.
So
that was that limestone?
Nah, I don't know. I don't remember. So so that was what I had my first semester and my second semester. Like after that, and then I had to they weren't paying for our apartments. They paid for school, they didn't pay for our apartments. So we had to put that money towards our apartment stuff. So I was still getting money. I had to still get money from home. Like sometimes, man, all we was eating was noodles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on the sports part, I played for 4 coaches in 4 years.
Damn.
4 coaches in 4 years. My freshman coach got fired, and then I went. Obviously, I went to my sophomore year. He didn't get. I just left.
Right.
My junior year coach, he resigned.
Oh,
he got resigned, and then I played for the intern coach my fourth year. So I was never steady. I never could get any steady footing when it came to hooping. Like I tried, try to do my thing, but when you don't have that steady coach that believe in you each year,
right? It's tough.
You are always trying to like prove something to the coach that's coming in,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
And plus, you're not just playing sports. You got other shit to worry about.
Yeah,
too.
you got other stuff you got to worry about. You might be worried about stuff back home, like
it's a lot of baggage.
Yeah, and then my dad, like my dad was, that was up in his years to, I didn't know it at the time, but he was getting, up in age and weaker, right. And he finally did, pass in 09. But I mean, 09, but it's like you deal with stuff and people and then like people saying like, oh, you're just a student athlete, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that. Like, man, y'all just don't understand how this thing can get, man. Like people are really like invested in your life, and you don't. And sometimes you don't even understand how much they invested in you.
Right. And that causes mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? People come out of that shit, be depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like looking for ways to cope because, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's a lot of pressure.
Like
I know pressure.
I know with I know with Di and Bill, like I know y'all parents is like they can't mess up. We can't. What we gonna do? Like y'all ain't no messing up. Ain't no coming back home saying, "Mom, you got to do this." You got it ain't none of that. Nah,
bro. The moment I moved out, they changed my room into a closet.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Like a week later, that bitch
gotta go.
Ain't coming back, bro.
Make this work,
man. I had nowhere to go when I moved out. My mom moved to a 1-bedroom apartment. Like,
she was ready to get your ass.
She was gone, bro. She was gone.
Ever.
She said, "Oh, you gone for real? You not coming back?" The one thing my mom has always told me is me. I'm not going back. I got 2 sisters. They've gone back, but me, she said, you are not coming back. I've prepared you to not come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro. But for me. I think the one thing I wouldn't say that I regret, or the one thing that was hard, it was just time management, bro.
Yes,
I wasn't terrible with time management, like when it came to like.
But you wasn't really good. But you wasn't really good either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, schoolwork was always on point. It was just everything around the schoolwork that like consumed so much time. And then me, like I'm gonna be completely honest. Bro, I was exuberating a lot of energy in women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, bro,
listen, it is what it is. Man.
Call me. Anybody can call me and be like, bro, I got the yamps over here. I'm dropping everything.
Right.
I'm on the
Hey.
And people don't know that that's exhausting, dog.
Bro, it is so hard.
That shit exhausting.
One thing about it, everybody can't be Cole, man. Cole wasn't going to no parties, man. Cole wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
He was just working on his game.
No. He different.
When them girls was calling, bro, we was there.
I was there.
We was there.
I was there, bro.
I'm sorry, we gotta do it.
And I think that's one thing that I think like Lincoln Park prepares you for time management. Well, Lincoln Park prepares you for life. They prepare you for time management with some of the courses that we take. But I don't think they actually prepare you for time management as far as like decision making.
I don't think anything prepares you for that college time management.
I'm about to say nothing is gonna prepare you for that. You don't deal with that at home,
right? Because here's the thing: in high school, no matter how many classes you have a schedule. You're going to school from 8 a.m. to 2:30,
right?
Whatever, and then you know what I'm saying. You might have extracurriculars, and then you go home.
You do it all over again,
and you know what I'm saying. You do your work at home, and then you come back to school. In college. Like it's a whole bunch of fucking free time.
Or you might not have a class. You might not have that one class one day a week.
Bro, we got Burger King and inside the Marshall Center all day,
every day,
bro.
Every day.
What you was about to say, Bill?
I was gonna say, and that's why we have to get rid of these dumb classes in college that makes no sense.
Universal experience.
Matter of fact, if what we need in high school is courses. If you are going to college, set up some kind of way that every person who's on track to go to college, they have one college course. So
Right.
they can, although you can call it dual enrollment, you can call it college experience, you can call it what you want to call it. They need to understand, and that teacher needs to teach them as if they're a college student.
Yeah.
But you don't turn your work in. Besides else, you don't have your mama ain't calling me.
Right.
Dad's not calling me. This is going to affect your overall grade.
Right. You are an adult, handle like an adult. But I still think, Bill, it's the structure of college itself. Being able to go to class at 8 a.m., be out by 9:20, and then, I'm done on Monday.
Right.
You know
Right.
That.
Right.
It takes away the
urgency.
The urgency. Yeah, it takes away the urgency. Like, it's just gone because I don't gotta
go back there to Wednesday.
Right. I don't gotta deal with this class against Wednesday. Like, that's a lot of hours in between.
And looping
it's
that back.
hard for you to get that experience because of how, again, you're still a minor,
right,
in high school. So we can't. We only have certain. We still have to stay within the box.
I think it's
preparing them for that
experience.
COVID is preparing these kids for that, though, bro. Schedule, bro.
COVID is more so. What it is, COVID is enhancing technology skills for those who already have it, and it's showing you what you don't have for those who don't have it.
Yep,
and the ones who don't have it, they're going to be pushed to the side, and they're going to be behind. Yep. And the ones who are in the middle, depending on which way you sway, you go to that left with everybody else, or you're going to be stuck on the side.
Right. Yeah. COVID has taught me that, look, my kid is very smart. She don't pay attention half of the time when it was virtual, but as soon as the teacher calls her, she knows the answers.
Yep.
And though it's scary for those kids who don't know the answers.
Man, listen, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to get that individual time. You're not going to get all of those different things that you would get pre-COVID.
Listen, man, I'm gonna say it, man. It's gonna expose some of these parents that saying their kid's smart, but your kid dumb as fuck.
Yep.
Your kid is dumb as hell right now. Okay, you need to get your kid doing something with some school in the summer.
Right.
They've been playing all summer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the school time come in, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
But think about it like this: not only is it affecting high school, it's affecting college as well.
Definitely affecting college.
Think about those college kids who need that structure of being on their campus, going from class, even though it's loose. It's a loose schedule,
right?
But you still
need it.
Now it's you just log in. Your teacher's not even teach you at this moment.
Right. You're self-learning.
Do you think Bill, one question. Do you think they were trying to do that back in the day with like block scheduling? Were they trying to prepare kids with that, with the block scheduling?
That shit though.
Nah, block scheduling gave you
blocks. The thing about block scheduling, a lot of that was just time. Just for time.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just time. It's how they want to work the time in classes and so forth. You get more time in one particular class.
Right.
Got you.
But today, this new the COVID schedule for a college kid, for us, you have to figure out how you're going to get to campus. Say you live on campus or you live on campus, regardless. My class starts at 8. I gotta get up. It's like a job. I gotta get up. I have to get myself up at 7:25. Get myself ready, brush my teeth, take a shower, get on the bus, get on my bike, get in my car, whatever I have to do, and it gave you, you know what I'm saying, pretty much that preparation to, I have to drive, I got to find parking. If I'm riding the bike, I got to make sure I got bike parking. If I'm on the bus, I got to make sure I have time to walk to my class and be there on time. Now, I get out of bed, the class at 8:15, I get out of bed at 8:05, turn the computer on. Like, that's, it's not the same. It's not giving you that same preparation.
You're right.
And you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, I mean, this does create less missing class, but
It does not.
You don't think it does?
You don't think so?
Man, them jits ain't taking their ass class, man.
Man, come on,
That's
man.
what they're paying for.
I was only missing class
Max
because
bet.
I didn't want to get up and go.
Bet, how many of them kids show up to school, bro, and all they gotta do is turn on their computer? Exactly.
Let me tell you
Why
what.
feeding them was bro?
During the first wave of COVID back in March, April, May, June,
Yeah.
we marked them present for the week
For
if
when?
they signed in just one day.
Oh wow.
I'm telling you, that niggas ain't
Right,
going
if you sign in on Monday, you're good for the whole week.
Wow.
And that's just
Come on,
trying
man.
to because, bro, we had to try to capture these kids. They would not come. I had a JIT. We had 2 assignments a week in my class that I had last when I was at Freedom. That taught half a day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something stupid like my 2 assignments were you have 5 vocabulary words. You do the shit on the computer. It's multiple choice. Only thing you got to do is look at the vocabulary word, go look it up on Google, and go find and
Right.
click the definition.
Voila,
Right.
man.
I'm straight up. That's the only thing you had to find. It's only 5 vocabulary words, right? Then another assignment. This is for the full week. I told them write me 2 sentences explaining about how is COVID affecting your educational learning. Stupid stuff like that. They still wouldn't do it.
Still wouldn't do
Bro,
it.
I had to give out like 80 bonus points just to make a kid pass, bro.
Wow.
Oh,
Sitting here like,
That's ridiculous, dog.
Y'all not hearing what he said. He
That's
said to make them pass.
Bonus point.
What?
Pass. That's not even to get an A.
Right.
But not to get an
Pass.
A, just to get a D.
bro, I'm telling like I was giving out so many bonus points. I'm like,
Oh my God.
and it got to a point, and I'm not saying this like I don't care, but it got to a point. I'm like,
It's hard to carry.
It's hard.
hey God, like what more can I do? I was calling home, emailing parents, calling home,
Didn't matter.
emailing the kids through, emailing the kids.
Right.
Like one kid, like I'm just not motivated.
And
I'm like, bro, just turn something in.
and
Just
this
turn
is
something in. Bro. I'll pass
freedom.
you.
This
Yeah,
is
man.
freedom.
Just turn in your name or
Bro,
something.
just turn something in. I'll pass you. Turn something.
Imagine niggas at King. Imagine niggas at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All this other
Armwood.
school, Armwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro,
That's
it's
crazy,
tough out there.
bro.
It's tough. This COVID it's really like this going to record books, bro.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. My son
Rewriting
is
history.
definitely going to be learning about COVID when he get in school. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Absolutely.
it's different, man.
This is going to be in the history books.
Onward.
This is going to be in the history books.
You heard me?
Definitely.
What?
I might need a recommendation letter for Onward. My little nephew, he might be moving from Georgia. You know, he played for Tift County. They got the toughest schedule in the nation, bro.
Yeah.
I'll talk to the principal.
You need what's it called against the AP though, bro? Chris.
I know that. I got this. I'm trying, man. But Jamie in the athletic department.
Yeah. He is there. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think my homeboy there.
Who?
My other homeboy there.
He the coach?
No, he the basketball. He's the AP.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You still at Jamie?
Huh?
I'm not coaching out there no more, but I know who you're talking about.
The tall black dude.
Yes, he likes
Yes,
Where you at now?
Man, I'm going back to AAU, man.
I don't blame you.
What's
I'm going
happening?
back to AAU, man. So that's
I told you I got
want to
you.
shoot for. That's what I want to shoot for in 2021. I
Put
really
me on
want
it.
to start my own.
Put me on the bench. Let's do it.
I want to wait until I mean, this is just me thinking, but I want to wait until Noah get like about 5 or 6, and I want to start with 6-year-olds and then work my way up from there. But if I'm
LeVar.
able to like, because the organization that I usually work with was Team Tampa. If I'm able to get like an 8th and a 9th and like bring in another coach, I might be able to like start from there with I'll just follow them 8th, 9th,
Right.
10th, 11th, and then maybe I'll be able to do that. But we'll see what happens with that. But that's what I want to do. I want to go back to doing AAU, man. I think training and teaching in the summer is more what I'm suitable.
It's
for.
more important, man.
Yeah, I feel like because high school,
high school, man, it don't matter.
It really ain't mattering like it used to, man. It's just not.
What's not mattering?
That summer circuit is where it's at.
The summer circuit is where it's at.
Look, man.
Yeah,
basketball is about this these days. Basketball is not basketball like we grew up with basketball.
Right.
No. Basketball is about how many followers you have on your social media platform. No, get up, bro. Unfortunately, bro.
It's the truth.
Bro, you see how many of these fake trainers out here, bro? Bro,
in college.
I seen the man bouncing the ball off a wire fence.
Yeah,
you see
this how you do a kill dribble. Man, I ain't never used that again in my life. What are you talking about?
Y'all fools that got anything.
And that goes back to that post that Ted sent earlier today about it's legal.
That's a travel.
Legal.
Wait, you're gonna get arrested. You're gonna get arrested for that.
Right. Big illegal.
Yeah, man. I ain't got nothing else for y'all. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say, man?
Oh, that was good, man. Be safe.
Yes,
Lakers are 2020 champs, niggas.
Please be safe.
It's
Lakers
about to be holiday
champs,
season.
man. We still got Bron. You know, he's still making his rounds. You know, a Clutch just had their pro day. They trying to find people. You know what I'm saying? So
I see y'all in January at the White House.
Yeah. You know,
at
Bron,
the White House.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Hey, Gucci and Jeezy tomorrow.
Gucci and Jeezy. Who you got?
Tomorrow, man.
Listen, y'all already know I'm from the hood, so y'all know I'm with Gucci. But we all know that Jeezy gonna clean it. He gonna
clean his boot.
Listen, I keep trying to tell all these hood niggas that they be like, nah, dog, it ain't even like that. Gucci got Gucci gonna put on a mixtape track, and Gucci gonna play a song with Jay-Z. Who you think?
Gucci got. If he plays So Icy, that's a point.
No.
If he plays,
he can't play So Icy. Both of them on that.
He can play that first shit.
And catch
that's the point. I mean, that's a wash song there. Both of them on it.
When Jeezy plays Soul Survivor, like
what Gucci gonna play that's like a point, bro? What's the point? Like right off.
White girl.
Yeah.
Wasted white girl. Freaky girl.
Wasted is a point. Wasted is a point.
Trap back. Bro, I can give you the whole list with Gucci. The only issue is
he don't have big enough
mixtape artists, bro.
Mixtape artists, bro.
Mixtapes, you ain't gonna know what Gucci talking about, bro.
Hey, Doc.
Mixtape artists, bro.
His music, niggas would be like how Ludacris was looking at
right.
Bro, it ain't the same though, Doc.
Look, you can go back to EA Sports Gucci and get all that.
But Nelly was playing his favorites though, bro. He wasn't even playing shit that was out there. Come on,
Nelly was tripping.
Nelly was tripping.
I'm telling you,
he playing stuff. People in the comments like, what's this?
This Jeezy score is gonna be ugly, man.
I think it's gonna be
score. The score.
Listen,
I hope they're not in the same room.
Gucci, Gucci might swing on that nigga. That shit.
Come on, don't say that. Don't say that, man.
Listen, man. I keep telling y'all, bro. For Jeezy has no ill intent in this, bro. You sent the shooter. You sent the shooter. Gucci has all the right to be mad, bitch.
Yeah, man.
You was trying to kill me, bro.
You was definitely trying to kill
somebody to kill me. I had to kill them to stop from dying.
Yes, it really.
Bro, that's why I don't see how they're in the same room because I'm coming with.
I don't know how that's happening.
They're gonna
have to put one of them COVID glasses in.
The little glasses.
I really do hope that like Swiss and Timberland really had them boys sit down and talk about this, bro. Because I hope
they had to. I think they had to, man. They had to have some type of conversation, man.
Because I mean, just living off hood principle, bro. Right. I at least gotta holler at you, bro, before we even say anything, play any track. I gotta let you know, bro. I would slap the shit out of you, bro, when this shit over with.
You know the vibe.
We gonna do this for the culture, but bro, I'm on your ass when this shit over with.
Dog, you heard 50 though? They said so. You know, Gucci and Jeezy, you know, got back together. You think you and Jive? 50 say, nah.
Because that's too personal.
That's way personal.
But even the Gucci, like, remember they tried to squash the little beef back in the days, and they was on the radio. The call.
Yeah.
After that, Gucci was like, man, that wasn't. No, I ain't trying to be. No.
Yeah.
How are y'all sitting down to play these songs and interact? Like,
It's 20
I
years
don't
later.
Never squash, no beef, like Drake and meat. And blood in the street. That shit was deep.
It's 20 years later, bro. It's 20 years later.
Listen,
I mean,
before we get off, man, I seen another flight, man. They talking about it might
There you
happen. People talking about it might happen. Wayne and T.I.
is that why T.I. not doing Jeezy?
I don't know,
Hey, look, bro.
but
Hey,
Wayne go.
Listen, hey,
T.I. my nigga. T.I. my nigga.
Listen, I
But-
love T.I. I love T.I. I
I
love
love T.I.
Wayne would tear that nigga a new ass. Man.
Not
Listen.
even a question.
No. Listen,
Wayne
bro.
would
And that
watch
ain't
that
even no
movie.
disrespect to T.I.,
Not
bro.
even a
Because T.I.
question,
is a
bro.
legend. T.I.
No,
is a
but-
legend. Shit.
But Wayne got
it.
too much, man. Wayne got too much, man.
it's only, in my opinion, it's only right now, only 3 niggas who Wayne need to battle. If he ain't battling one of these 3,
Drake, Kanye, and who else?
And Jay-Z.
And Jay.
Yeah.
Drake, Ye, and Jay-Z.
That's it.
leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of them got, hey, bro, Wayne,
We can
Wayne,
go.
Bro.
hey, who you think you're talking to?
Wayne got
all these hits?
bro. Wayne got an arsenal, bro.
Right.
But Drake,
Bro.
see, Drake has enough to go with him.
Right.
Drake has enough.
Bro,
Kanye has
at
enough.
one point,
Yeah.
every song that came on the radio had a Wayne feature on it, bro. What it was?
You know,
2008,
brother, know
2009.
You
Yeah.
better know it.
That
Y'all
shit,
know it.
Playing with Wayne,
I
man.
feel like it was 3 years. It was Wayne, not Wayne and Drake, Wayne and T-Pain on everything.
Yup.
2008, 2009, 2010.
Yep.
Y'all about to stop playing
Yeah,
Wayne, man.
But all right, man.
Who said that? T.I. They need to be slapped in their mouth. They don't know me. Wasting
Hey,
our
man.
time.
Hey, we
Leave
pray,
it alone, bro.
I'm praying for y'all boys each and every day, bro. Like I
Yes,
said,
sir.
man. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming each week, each time we do this, man. It's greatly appreciated. This is Southern
Yes,
Vibe
sir.
Podcast. We signing out. I appreciate y'all boys again. We'll hit y'all up on the next time, man.
It was
Yes, sir.
bloodshed in the streets. That shit was deep.
Hey.
All right, fellas.